This man was Cha Wusol. Ever since his release from prison, he had set his mind on becoming a professional MMA fighter. Wusol started working at this boxing gym. Unexpectedly, he caught the eye of the popular fighter Cannon that day. Cannon even called Wusol up to the ring to be his sparring partner.
올라오라고 이 새끼야. 프로 선수 얘기면 관장이 너 선수 시켜줄지?
Thinking of his dream, Wusol agreed to be Cannon's human punching bag.
와 진짜 샌드백 표정 대박이다.
No one expected Wusol to have such lightning-fast reflexes, which took Cannon completely by surprise. His co-workers watching from below threw protective gear up to him, but Wusol kicked it away. He only put on a pair of boxing gloves, for he wanted to fight Cannon on fair terms. This only enraged Cannon even more. Without a word, he began beating Wusol brutally. Everyone thought Wusol was just a weakling, and he kept taking hits passively. In truth, Wusol was just waiting for the right moment to strike back. After figuring out Cannon's fighting pattern, Wusol seized his chance and delivered a fatal blow. A sharp cracking sound of bone filled the air. The entire gym fell dead silent in an instant. Everyone stood there in utter shock. The gym owner flew into a rage when he found out. It turned out Cannon was supposed to represent the gym in an underground fighting match that night. FOG was Korea's infamous underground black market tournament, attended only by the country's top tycoons. The tablet served both as a VIP pass and a betting terminal. The most anticipated match of the night was about to begin. When word spread that Cannon could no longer compete, the event organizers were left stunned. With no other choice, they invited Chairman Hyun, the head of the organization, to step into the ring himself. The contender Tank trembled with fear. To everyone's great surprise, the host announced a new rule. If Tank could last 30 seconds on the ring, he would be declared the winner. As soon as he stepped into the ring, he taunted Tank without mercy.
왜 이렇게 긴장했어? 탱크 파이팅.
탱크 쏘지 마!
레디!
The match had barely started, when Chairman Hyun dodged twice in a row, and threw a sharp punch straight to Tank's ribs. He dodged once again, then landed two straight Boyka-style flying kicks. By now, Tank was already worn out and powerless, yet Chairman Hyun still finished him off with a brutal uppercut. Tank collapsed to the ground. The whole fight lasted merely 10 seconds, with still 20 seconds left on the clock. Cruel and ruthless, Chairman Hyun twisted and broke Tank's thigh right away. Such a vicious man would never let Cannon off easily. He had his men beat Cannon up, before bringing him right in front of him, and Chairman Hyun's cruelty went far beyond that. If his agent could keep his hand in the hot pot for 10 seconds without making a sound, he would let them go. Right after speaking, he pressed the agent's hand straight into the boiling hot pot. No ordinary person could ever stand such pain. No ordinary person could ever endure such agony. In the end, they were thrown into the Han River to feed the fish. On the other side, Wusol got fired from the gym. That night, he met up with his friends for a gathering. Take a close look, these faces looked oddly familiar. They were exactly the ones who once bullied him in prison. Wusol's girlfriend Jihee also joined the gathering soon after. Suddenly, a supercar raced over out of nowhere, parked domineeringly right in the middle of the road. Then a man wearing slippers stepped out. It was none other than the imposing Chairman Hyun. He came to offer Wusol a partnership deal. As a tycoon, he would never miss any chance to make money.
네가 차우솔이야? 나랑 일 좀 하자.
But Wusol turned him down. He would never take part in underground illegal fights.
야! 씨발 새끼야! 운전을 좀...
괜찮으세요? 뭐 하는 짓이에요?
Chairman Hyun stared at Jihee, then turned to Wusol and asked, "Is this your girlfriend?" The next day, Wusol went to the gym to train. With the help of his friend Sang Hyop, the gym owner agreed to let Wusol come back. It was the gym's day off, so Wusol seized the chance to practice hard. Suddenly a phone call ruined the peaceful moment. The video feed was full of chaotic footage. His girlfriend Jihee had been kidnapped. It all happened right after Jihee finished work and headed for her car. She saw a pregnant woman drop her belongings. Without hesitation, Jihee stepped forward to help, and carried the items into the woman's vehicle.
윤지희 씨, 맞죠?
That was how Jihee was taken away. Wusol immediately recalled what had happened the day before. He knew for sure Chairman Hyun was behind it. Soon afterward, Wusol received the location sent by the kidnappers. He set off at once. He quickly arrived at the destination. His three friends accompanied him, as they searched through the construction site. Before long, Wusol and Wonjun found Jihee. Wonjun could not stand by and watch his friend's girlfriend in danger. He charged straight ahead. and quickly took down the two thugs. But before they could feel relieved, a large group of men rushed in. The woman in yellow was none other than Si-hyun, the mastermind who had planned Ji-hee's abduction.
낚시 성공.
How could 3 people possibly win against dozens? Meanwhile, Si-hyun was reporting the results to Chairman Hyun.
이원준, 윤지희, 차우선. 셋이면 충분해. 배송 시작해.
Just like that, the 3 of them were thrown into a car. When Woo-sol woke up again, he was already in Chairman Hyun's base. This once-weak man had become a sitting duck, waiting to be slaughtered. The perverted Chairman Hyun gave Woo-sol a cruel choice: kill his best friend, or kill his girlfriend. The one who survived could leave with him.
둘은 아무 상관없으니까 그냥 보내주시면 안 돼요?
아 씨발! 그럼 내가 재미가 없잖아 우솔아. 내가 끝까지 같이 있어주고 싶은데 내 다음 일정이 있어. 파이팅 차우솔.
After speaking, Chairman Hyun walked away, reminding Si-hyun to take control of the situation and record everything that happened next. Unexpectedly, Si-hyun was also a total maniac. She only gave Woo-sol 10 seconds to make his choice.
빨리 골라. 10초 줄게. 10.
잠깐만요.
시간 안에 안 고르면 둘 다 죽어.
No matter how hard Woo-sol begged, it was useless. Si-hyun kept forcing him to decide. Helpless, Woo-sol had to look to the tied-up Wonjun for help. Si-hyun stepped forward and stabbed Wonjun with a knife, but by chance, the first stab cut his restraints. Wonjun seized the opportunity at once to fight back. The thugs tried to stop him, but Wonjun suddenly unleashed his full strength. Wonjun looked truly handsome at this moment. In an instant, he took down all the thugs. He then grabbed Si-hyun by the neck and slapped her so hard that she flew 100 meters away. Right after that, the 3 of them started running for their lives, but thugs were swarming in from all directions. Another fierce fight was about to break out. Wonjun told Woo-sol to take Ji-hee and leave first, while he stayed behind to cover their escape, but there were just too many thugs. A brutal fight was unavoidable.
먹고 사는 게 밭에서 잠깐 잊고 있었네. 내가 원래 어떤 새끼였는지.
Thus, Wonjun became the most awesome staircase god of war. Meanwhile, Woo-sol had just taken Ji-hee to the basement, only to be blocked by more thugs. Luckily, their other 2 friends arrived just in time. The 2 guys unleashed their full strength, and the thugs were quickly defeated. Then they hurried back to the stairs. When they arrived, the entire staircase was covered with fallen thugs.
너무 늦게 왔다는 생각 안 하나 이 새끼야.
살만하네 저 새끼. 똥폼 잡고 앉아있네.
But Wonjun's moment of glory didn't last long. He was dying from excessive blood loss. Before he took his last breath, he pulled a notebook out of his pocket. It was a confession diary he had written in prison back then. Wonjun begged Woo-sol to apologize for him, to say sorry to everyone he had beaten up in the past. Soon after, the brothers held a grand memorial service for Wonjun. Shortly after, a mysterious woman appeared in front of Woo-sol.
넌 왜 살아있는데? 이원준 죽을 때 뭐 하고 있었어?
Now Woo-sol didn't know what else to say except I'm sorry. To avenge the fallen Wonjun, Woo-sol and his friends would soon unleash an unprecedented storm. Before setting off, they put on protective gear and safeguards. They knew a brutal battle lay ahead. This time, they kept their cool and acted with caution. First, they prepared a simple package, planning to gather evidence of Chairman Hyun's crimes, but they had no idea where the monitoring room was. They decided to send Wonjun's sister to deliver the package, for she had never appeared in public before. After the package was sent in, everything went exactly as they planned. The parcel was soon taken toward the monitoring room. They carefully memorized the route and marked every spot. Once all preparations were done, they made their move. They were ready to settle all scores once and for all. They drove a food truck and crashed straight through the railings into the compound. They headed all the way to the parking lot. Detecting the unknown vehicle, the thugs quickly sent men down to investigate. Someone placed 20 metal spoons into a microwave and turned the heat all the way up to maximum. As the thugs drew near, the microwave suddenly exploded violently. Taking advantage of the chaos, they rushed into the building hall, ready to confront the criminal organization head-on.
니들 짓이었냐? 유인을 했어도 아직도 많이 남아. 몇 명이야? 둘, 넷, 여섯, 여덟. 지금 셀 수가 없어. 작전대로 가요.
Wonjun's sister charged out first, and the massive battle instantly broke out. Song Yong had laid out a detailed battle plan in advance. The enemy had countless henchmen, while their side only had 4 people in total. The 4 split into 2 teams. Wu Sol paired with Sang Hyop, Song Yong teamed up with Wonjun's sister. One held the line, the other struck hard. Their core tactic was to finish the fight as quickly as possible. Soon, all the thugs in front of them were taken down. Wu Sol fought his way to the control room. He thought he could finally seize Chairman Hyun's criminal evidence, only to find everything had been under the chairman's watch all along. Left with no choice, Wu Sol retreated back to the hall. Right then, the recorded audio from that day echoed through the hall, and the surveillance footage played across the screens. Chairman Hyun then called to Wu Sol over the intercom, telling him to come upstairs. He wanted a one-on-one death match. Wu Sol had no choice but to accept the challenge. The other 3 stayed behind to face the endless horde of thugs. Among them stood Si Hyun, the mastermind behind her brother's death.
뭐 하나만 묻자. 이원준 칼로 찌른 새끼가 누구냐? 뭐야?
네가 그 돼지 새끼 깔다구냐?
동생이다 이 씨발년아!
With that, the girl dashed forward, leaping up and landing a heavy punch straight on Si Hyun. The 2 other friends also jumped into their own battles. The girl unleashed all her grief and hatred for her brother onto Si Hyun. With a devastating uppercut, she finally avenged her brother. At the same time, Wu Sol came face to face with Chairman Hyun. The chairman laid down his condition: defeat him in combat, and he would hand over the incriminating surveillance footage. And so, another brutal fight was about to begin.
아프지?
At this moment, Chairman Hyun hadn't even gone all out yet.
놀랬어?
Both men loosened up and got ready for the fight. Wu Sol threw a jab followed by a wide swing. After dodging it, Chairman Hyun landed a straight punch, forcing Wu Sol to step back several paces. Wu Sol charged forward throwing left and right punches, yet every single one was easily evaded. He unleashed a series of combination punches, none of which landed, and he was kicked hard in return. Chairman Hyun rushed in swiftly, dodged, swung wide and threw a hook punch. Wu Sol grabbed him and slammed him to the ground, launching continuous attacks, which were all avoided. A single kick defused his offense, and they switched positions. Chairman Hyun finally decided to get serious. His moves were soon neutralized by Wu Sol. Wu Sol got up and pressed his attack, pinning Chairman Hyun down. Still, his punch was firmly blocked. Right away, Chairman Hyun locked his legs around Wu Sol's waist and flipped him over. The fall looked extremely painful, but Wu Sol struggled back to his feet. He threw another swing, only to have his wrist seized, and was thrown down once again. Wu Sol rose once more, yet he barely had any strength left to fight back. He took another heavy punch and lay on the ground, on the verge of collapse. But Chairman Hyun showed no mercy. He stepped forward and delivered another kick, sending Wu Sol tumbling off the platform. He was clearly dissatisfied with Wu Sol's performance, knowing this was far from his true strength. He walked closer and forced Wu Sol to stand up. The moment Wu Sol got on his feet, he took another brutal kick. The impact even shattered the glass beside them. It was still not enough. Chairman Hyun returned to the stage and played the video. Footage of Wonjun appeared once again, and his miserable screams echoed all around the room. Hearing this, Wu Sol dragged himself back to his feet.
너도 이 새끼처럼 될 거야 무서워? 그거 끄라고 이 개새끼야!
Chairman Hyun forced Wu Sol to watch Wonjun's footage.
네 친구는 칼 맞으면서 저렇게 싸우는데 너 왜 열심히 안 해?
The strong sense of suffocation reminded Wu Sol of the scene right before Wonjun died. He snapped out of it instantly and rose up to fight back, breaking free with a hip throw. Both men stood up to steady themselves. Chairman Hyun struck first, and Wu Sol countered with a kick plus a horizontal punch.
진작에 이렇게 했어야지.
Chairman Hyun hurried back onto the stage to fight. Wu Sol feinted and landed a clean hit on his head. They exchanged blows rapidly. Wu Sol was now back in peak form. He seized Chairman Hyun's leg. He took 2 punches without flinching, then swiftly knocked his opponent down and twisted his leg hard, almost breaking it. In the end, he could not bring himself to do it and let go, letting Chairman Hyun escape. Wu Sol kicked and smashed the remote control in anger. Enraged, Chairman Hyun pounced on him, which gave Wu Sol the perfect opening. He pinned the man down and threw punch after punch, yet Chairman Hyun was tough to deal with. He broke free soon and launched a counterattack, only to be grabbed and thrown heavily backward by Wu Sol. Wu Sol was the first to get back on his feet, followed by Chairman Hyun, who struggled to stand. Still refusing to admit defeat, he charged straight at Wu Sol, heading toward the broken glass. Wu Sol blocked him with his foot and grabbed the window frame, while Chairman Hyun nearly fell outside. Wu Sol reached out and pulled him back just in time. Even in such a dangerous situation, Chairman Hyun remained extremely arrogant.
자, 이 새끼야. 나야 끝나.
Recalling the happy days spent with his friends, Woo-sol was filled with endless strength and pulled Chairman Hyun back to safety with all his might.
나 살려준 거 후회하게 될 텐데.
난 당신이랑 달라.
네가 나를 달라!
After that, Woo-sol turned and left. Chairman Hyun was still stubbornly obsessed over who won the fight.
내가 지금
In the end, Chairman Hyun was arrested by the police.